What's up, horror fans? MC Dead here with another video, and this video today is going to be part one of a two-part special. We're up at Davey Boys Toys. A couple of horror pop vinyls I've got in mind, and yeah, I've got another one that I'm picking up soon that you saw in my last video from Cashies, the Jason Voorhees pop. So I'm going to tee up an interview with Dave today and then come up here in a couple of weeks again when I'll pick that up. But for today, let's go inside and see what we can find. Yeah, so just having a look now at Dave's horror section, which is an awesome section. He's got a couple of Predators there from NECA. All the Predators look incredible from NECA. I love the detail on these. Absolutely amazing. Especially around the face and the body. It's incredible stuff. NECA have done such a good job with all their toys, particularly the Predators. There's just so many out now though, like I reckon I've seen about 10 different ones just recently. Over the years there's probably 50 to 100. That's a nice Terminator. I just didn't like the head sculpting heaps on that. Didn't look a lot like Arnie. And Michael Myers just looks weird in this piece, like a bit fat. It's just a strange sculpt. So I'm not big on some of the NECA's, like a couple of their newer figures. That's a really cool piece that NECA have done, the Misfits Fiend. I like that. Actually wouldn't mind grabbing that. And the red one, it's hard to pick between the two. They're both cool. Of course, the red is the one that's sort of more well known with their artwork, and that's a nice original It from 1990. Looks like there's an Ultimate one and a not Ultimate. The Ultimate one's got more heads, which is cool. Interchangeable heads. Just having a look at the Living Dead dolls that I've been getting into a bit more lately. Some of them are great. The modelling, the way they look. I've got about 3 or 4 in my collection now, which I'll show at some point. That one there I've got, the Shining one, Jack Torrance. And got a couple of others as well. That's not too bad, the Halloween one. Yes, I just thought I'd show you for the hell of it, because I used to love Masters of the Universe so much when I was a kid. It's not horror related, but I just thought I'd throw it in there. And the new cartoon's been copping a lot of flack from Kevin Smith. No one likes it. And I always love this character from Green Lantern, Black Hand. I'm going to be showing that story, that series, Blackest Night, that he was in, because it was quite a horror related series. Awesome story, like an undead thing that DC did. That's a cool Superman as well there. I like that. Now we're in the horror section here. Dave's got a great selection of horror pop vinyls, as you can see there. A lot of Predators, Beetlejuice, Jason, a couple of the supernatural characters, Chucky, Stephen King. That's one I'm thinking about getting, just because I love Stephen King so much. I love his books. I like the movies too. Some of them are good, some of them are crap. It's always been the case with Stephen King. It doesn't seem filmable. There's some alien stuff up here as well. Those I'm not really into so much. Those American Psycho ones are cool. I'll have to get that at some point. Looking at it now. The blood splatter's a good effect. And some It ones, Pinhead, Reagan. There's a couple more in that lot there I'm thinking about as well. That Creepshow, I'm going to have to get at some point. I love Creepshow, Edward Scissorhands there, Michael Myers, Phantom of the Opera, black and white variant. Oh, sorry, not Phantom of the Opera, Invisible Man. Get my monsters confused there. These Dracula ones are cool too. Some Gremlins ones. Yeah, one of those I'll have to get at some point. I like the Dracula ones. That was a great movie. Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, absolute classic. Now we're in the pop rock section. I like the music ones as well. That Black Sabbath one's awesome. I'm thinking about getting that at some point. I don't know how much it is. I'll have to ask Dave. That is a cool one. I like the music ones. I just showed them. So just checking out the 2 Slipknot ones that I've still got to get for the collection. I'm thinking about getting these today. I got Corey a couple of weeks ago from Dave when I was here last. So I'm considering those 2. All the Iron Maiden ones I've already got. A closer look at the Predators. And It. That was a cool effect in the movie when he turned into that weird fucking crab. Or I like this Freddy Krueger one from Nightmare 3. He's got the syringes. That was an awesome scene. Let's get high. There's a lot of controversy over that at the time, I remember, because of all the rampant fucking war on drugs stuff in America at the time. They had that scene in the mid-80s. Now, what have we got down here? We've got some of these cool busts from Trick or Treat Studios. That's awesome. That Wolfman, the detail on that's great. Looks exactly like him. The makeup's exactly the way the makeup looked. Billy from Saw, the puppet. The way Chucky looked in Bride of Chucky. I think that was the 4th movie in the series. Haven't seen it to this day. Yet to see it. There's a couple more Chuckies there. La Llorona, I haven't seen that yet either. Let me know if you've seen that, guys, in the comments, whether it's worth checking out. This Gremlins piece here, wow. That's a 2-pack from NECA. I remember that scene in the movie with the Christmas Gremlins. It was great. And they were running amok in that bar. Yeah, how you going, guys? So we're here with Dave from Davey Boys Toys. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Good, man.
Good to see you. And mate, I've known you for a while now. I think the first store was 2014. I came in and bought the Freddy glove, wasn't it?
Gilly Street. That was the little tiny store.
Yeah.
Had about 3 shelving units.
Come a long way since then, mate.
Yeah.
In saying that, I wanted to ask you, how did you go about getting into the toy business, mate? What inspired you to do it?
Main thing was I had bought a few figures myself, Predator figures, Freddy figures. Just did a bit of research where they were coming from and thought, you know what, I had a bit of money set aside and thought I'll give it a crack myself, and bought this new product called Pop Finals and took off from there. So when we were selling the Funko Pop Finals, basically I think they only sold about 50 different pops. Obviously didn't think it was going to turn into what it has, and we've just rode the wave with it.
Yeah, like there's thousands now, like literally thousands. Like the place you got here now, it's almost like a warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah, we've kind of kept it in the almost warehouse format because we get so many deliveries and we get so many new products. To try and make it look like a really nice, clean, crisp shop, it's just impossible.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. And yeah, look, they've really taken off. What do you attribute to their success? Like, why are they so huge?
I think what they did really well was they hooked really into pop culture. So I remember a lot of people were saying they would go in and out like Beanie Babies, but Beanie Babies didn't hook into TV, movies, things like that. By hooking into those franchises, and another good thing they got was a lot of TV shows like Supernatural, you actually see the Pop Finals product placed in the shows. Their marketing people are absolute geniuses.
Yeah. You're a collector as well, mate. What do you collect?
Bit of everything, anything from the 80s, so anything 70s, 80s, you know, horror, Freddy, Jason, the classics, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
But anything from those days, like got the Rocky Pops, love Turtles, anything Turtles related. And then any movie, you know, like and TV show Married with Children,
Yeah.
even Friends.
Yeah.
Got a few Star Wars, a lot of Marvel, DC, bit of everything.
And so you'd be looking forward to the new Halloween movie then, Halloween Kills.
Yeah,
It's had
can't
pretty
wait.
good reviews so far. They said there's some savage gore in it.
Yeah, I loved the last one. Really enjoyed the last one.
Yeah.
So I think they had gone a bit stale, but the last one I really enjoyed that.
Scream Factory, one of the labels that I'm into from the States, they do a lot of horror like reboots and stuff like that. Like they put out some really good stuff. They did a Halloween box set on Blu-ray a few years ago that you can't sort of get anymore, but that's going for a fair bit of money now.
Yeah.
With, like all the movies, but you don't see them around much. Like you see the newer Halloween movies, like the Rob Zombie and that sort of stuff. But
Yeah, the new horror I'm not really into it. I love all the classic ones. The new stuff, it's just like 50 people die within the first 3 seconds.
yeah.
It's just, I like the old days where it's happy family for 20
Yeah, the
minutes
old
and
school.
then everything's, it's the perfect family and then bang.
Yeah. So if we were talking about what do you reckon's your favourite horror piece? If
Freddy.
I've had like any particular
I've
NECA or any particular set?
I've got a Freddy Chase pop vinyl. I've got the Jason Chase pop vinyl. I've got the Michael Myers. I love those.
Yeah.
And Leatherface. I've got the bloody Leatherface.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of the Leatherface movies. Too freaky.
Yeah.
But I love the pop vinyl.
I like what they did with the reboot with Texas Chainsaw, I think about
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago. But yeah, the gore was intense.
The gore's
like
just
blowing
crazy.
out the back of that
Yeah.
chick's
Just-
head, like, and you see the camera go through the hole in her head.
Yeah,
and
just
shit.
with chainsaw, the actual chainsaw, when you see them just ready to touch the body, that's just too much for me. I'm like, too realistic.
So the horror stuff here in the store, mate, I've
Never stop selling.
Yeah, you specialise in that as well.
Yeah, and a lot of the NECA stuff goes off. We can't keep the NECA horror stuff on the shelf. We sell tons of Jason. Jason's probably our best horror seller.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Freddy does okay. Michael Myers does okay. But Jason outsells. We probably sell 10 Jason figures for one of anything else.
Yeah, I think I've got like 3. I think there's like 8 or 9. I think there's a figure for every film now, except for even the first film when it was his mother.
Yeah.
I ended up getting that NECA box set. That was awesome for
Yeah.
$260 that they brought out 2008, something like that. But
we're seeing for a long time we didn't have any McFarlane because they just fell off the map. We're getting lots of McFarlane stuff in, and the price is really good. So I'm hoping that they start to do horror again, because the detail on the figures compared to NECA is as good, if not better.
yeah, I
But
agree.
it's half the price.
Yeah, look, I'm shattered that I took all my McFarlane movie maniacs out of the packaging. Man. Like back in 2008 when I started collecting, I took them out of the packaging, and I like them out of the packaging, but a lot of stuff now, it depends what it is, I'll keep it in the packaging a lot of the
Everything I
time,
keep
man.
in there,
It's just too valuable otherwise.
yeah.
So, in terms of other media, mate, favourite films, horror-wise, favourite TV?
Freddy and Poltergeist are probably my favourite horror movies because they psychologically damage me. I mean, Poltergeist, that TV fuzzing, I couldn't walk past the TV. Me and my brother would dare the other one to run in and turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Because we thought we were going to get sucked into the TV. That one, granted, as a 6-7-year-old, probably shouldn't have been watching it.
Yeah, I saw it in the theatre when I was 6, man.
Jesus.
And I had nightmares for months after that.
Freddy was just, I was afraid to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Jason never really scared me. Michael Myers, I was just like, never really bothered me.
And it's funny with the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, like the first one was really scary.
Yeah.
And then the sequels, like he interjected those one-liners and that comedy into it after that.
Yeah, and you know what? Chaz played Chucky as well, just because it's so funny.
Everyone hated the Jackie
Obviously,
L.
I'm wearing
Haley
a t-shirt as well.
Yeah, good stuff, man. And like the Jackie L. Haley remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, everybody hated that, but I enjoyed it. I like the makeup as well. I think they did a good job, like doing it different. It was a lot darker. But I think that's what people hated. It didn't have the humour that Robert.
I love when people do different things. It's kind of like people complain when a Marvel movie or a DC movie isn't exactly like a comic book. I mean, something fresh, even if it fails, to me is better. And that's so I like when horror movies try and take a different path.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, definitely.
Like, what was the one with Michael Keaton in it? Where it was the...
Beetlejuice?
No, not Beetlejuice. Paranormal Activity.
Oh, Paranormal Activity was more
in that. I think the first one.
Yeah, right.
That was brilliant.
Well, they're doing another one.
They've ripped the up. You know, they've ripped the...
Have you seen the new Saw film?
Again, that's another one I stopped watching after the third. It's just like, come on, guys.
It's just a gore factor, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
What's the most valuable piece, mate, in your collection? Would it be the Rockies that we were talking about the other day? It's not horror related, but that's alright.
Could be
most
the Rockies. I'd probably say the Rockies because I think the full set's worth of, I don't know, $2-3 grand.
And what about as a single piece, like a pop? What would be the most valuable pop, do you reckon?
Probably the Rocky one.
At the moment, it would
Probably
be.
the Rocky one, yeah. I did have other pieces worth more. A lot of Game of Thrones ones that were multiple thousands, but after the last season I sold them all because I just thought the last season was just pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just got rid of it all.
So you haven't heard about Comic-Con yet? You guys usually have a stall there, yeah?
Yeah,
Supernova and
we won't bother
Oz
this year.
Comic-Con won't worry about it?
Yeah, because they're looking the same price and you're going to have a fraction of the people.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well, I reckon that'll do it.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for coming on the channel, mate, and having a chin wag. And guys, check out Davey Boys Toys online. I'll have a link below so you can log in. Or come up and have a look in the shop, which is even better if you're an Adelaide local. It's 43 Main South Road.
And open Tuesday 9 till 4.
9 to 4.
Tuesday to Friday 9 to 4 and 10:30 to 2:30 Saturday.
Yeah, because the hours change a bit, don't they?
Yeah, we've opened up a bit more.
Alright, awesome, man.
Brilliant,
Cheers for that. No worries.
Oh.
Yeah, so an awesome day out there at Davey Boys Toys, guys, up on the hill. It was great to see him and great to do an interview as well. And I'm really happy I went because I'm getting rid of a Rocky NECA figure at the moment. I put it up on Marketplace and no one's been interested so far. But guess what? Dave's a fan. He's keen for it, so he's done me a deal. He's going to take that off my hands and we've done a trade. So I'll show you what I picked up today in the reviews. So yeah, ended up picking up a fair bit of stuff this month, guys. It's been a while since I did a video. I went out, I found a little thrift store down at Findon and I picked up the first film here was 6 Cents, the old classic with Toni, Collette, Olivia Williams, Haley Joel Osment and of course Bruce Willis, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It was a pretty cool movie. Like, I wouldn't really classify it as a horror, it's more of a supernatural ghost story type thriller. Yeah, look, M. Night Shyamalan, you love him or hate him, I think. Like, his movies are really interesting, they're different. In this film here, it's about a psychologist that meets this little boy that's supposedly got these special powers where he sees dead people. And that's essentially what it is. It's Bruce Willis having him as a patient, and as he's getting to know him more, he's discovering more and more things about him. Really cool special effects in this. Buena Vista Home Entertainment did a great job cleaning it up, and yeah, it's got a few special features on here as well. Reflections from the set, Between Two Worlds, stories of the supernatural, moving pictures, the storyboard process, music and sound design, reaching the audience, rules and clues, deleted scenes and publicity. But yeah, look, it's a pretty cool movie for what it is. I picked it up for $5, so that wasn't too bad. But I'm just trying to see when this was made. Mid-90s, it doesn't say on the box, but yeah, not a bad movie, this one. The next one I picked up here is a slasher classic as well. Also got this from the thrift store down at Findon, Ultimate Treasures. This has got an all-star cast, absolute classic. This one here, David Arquette's in this, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Matthew Lilliard, Rose McGowan, Skeet, Ulrich, and Drew Barrymoore for about 5 minutes. Yeah, classic movie from the mid-90s there, 1996 this was made. And this is a fairly rare Blu-ray. I haven't seen the Dendy label around in a long time. It's almost like, I I think when Blu-rays first came out. But yeah, if you haven't seen this, it's an old school like slasher comedy, done tastefully, you know, basically about a girl that's in a small town and her mother was murdered by this serial killer, and lo and behold, she starts getting hunted by this serial killer, and her friends start getting picked off one by one. And look, I didn't like the sequels very much. The original's still the classic here for Scream. Yeah, look, I think it was good for what it was, but I think Wes Craven did a lot of other films that were much better than this, particularly Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, look, it wasn't bad to add to the collection for $5. Yeah, and the last film I picked up here was a film called The House is October Built, and this was directed by Bobby Rowe in his directorial debut. It also stars Zack Andrews. Not a bad movie, this one, actually, but not too bad at all. It was one of those typical found footage movies, but a really creepy vibe to this one. Basically, it's about people that go around checking out haunted attractions and haunted houses, stuff like that, like it's been done before, but this was done really tastefully, like with really good lighting as well. Like the lighting was awesome in this movie, and it's basically about a group of people going around checking out these haunted attractions. But similarly, another film that I've seen, 31, directed by Rob Zombie. It turns out that this house is like this carnival show, and this house is real. And the people that are running it are actually like these crazy psychopaths, and they start hunting these people down. And that's essentially what it is. It's a found footage horror movie, but not bad for $10. Yeah, I'd recommend checking it out. I reckon it's one of those things, I'll watch it again, it'll probably be that much better. So yeah, so pretty quiet on the movie front this month, but I definitely got some awesome horror toys that I'm going to show you now. And the first one that I wanted to share with you was the one that I talked about in my last video, and that was the Kane Hodder signed Jason Pop vinyl. And as you can see, there's Kane Hodder's signature there. It's pretty cool, just to get that into focus. And he's written like the old sound effect, like the ch-ch-cha at the top, and you know, that the sound that Jason's around in the movie when he makes that sound. And yeah, I had a look at the signature online. It's down pat. So I took it up and showed Dave yesterday, and he said, yeah, it looks pretty legit. So I was really happy to get that one. You don't see signed pop vinyls around so much. It probably adds about $60 or so to the overall value of the pop, and this one's getting on a bit now. I've also got the Chase version of this pop, but it was worth getting. Nice to have for a piece that you don't usually see signed, and especially in this country, we don't have signings as much over here. But yeah, I saw this in a second-hand store and thought it was really cool. And usually with stuff like this, they'll come with like a certificate of authentication, and you'll know from that the signature's definitely legit. But yeah, I showed Dave the pop. Like sometimes when you got a fake, like the writing's different on this side, like the line around the pop, like around the character on the front there's thicker. There's all sorts of things that you pick up, like obviously there'll be defects in the toy itself as well, but and the same with the pop writing on the left-hand side there, you know, that can be different as well. So there's little things like that you can pick up on to see fake pops. But yeah, look, it was nice to get, and I'm pretty happy. I'm just glad that it's not fake. It seems legit, and you know, unless I send it overseas, I'll probably never know for sure. It costs an arm and a leg to get things done, but yeah, I'm really happy to get that one. And the next one here is, I showed one of these in the last video. This is the Craig Jones Slipknot. I got the lead singer Corey Taylor, so I thought I'd just collect the set. So I got that one there, and I also got Sid Wilson from the band as well. I had heard that they were going to be releasing the rest of the band as well, but there's been nothing seen as of yet. Nothing said as of yet about that. I also got this one. These are all from Davey Boys Toys, by the way. Yesterday, I did an awesome deal with him on a trade-in. So that's the Leatherface one there. That's really cool. And the next thing I got here was the NECA Misfits. This is an awesome piece. I got this from Dave probably about a month or so ago. Saw it on the shelf and thought it was really cool. You'd see some footage of this earlier in the video. But yeah, that was nice to get. I like the Misfits Fiend. It's a really cool piece, this one. So that was nice to get as well. So I picked that up. That'll look good on the wall. And the last one here, my favourite of the month, I reckon, apart from the Jason pop, was this awesome bust. I'll just see if I can get that in. Bit of glare in here, but you can see it a bit better there. But yeah, awesome Wolfman bust from Trick or Treat Studios. I love the detail on it. It's just incredible, and it looks exactly like there's a shot of Lon Chaney there on the back. Yeah, absolutely awesome piece. Happy to get it. Yeah, so that's it for this month's video, guys. It was a while in the making, probably about 5 weeks or so, longer than what I would have liked it to go for. But yeah, I was just busy getting various things organised in my life, and you know, real life comes first. So thanks for liking and subscribing and your continued support, guys. I'll have a link down below as well for Davey Boys Toys, and yeah, thanks very much to you as well, Dave, for giving me your time yesterday. It was great. So really happy with the latest stuff that I've picked up from you as well. So yeah, guys, feel free to check out Dave. I'll leave a link down below. You can log on to the website. You can go and see him in the shop. He's really accommodating, and he'll be happy to help you out with whatever you need. So yeah, hang around, guys. I'll be doing something in a couple of weeks. Seeing as this video took so long, I got an idea for another video. I'm going to be doing some horror comics that I've got in my collection, something a bit different, showing you some of the stuff I've picked up over the years. So until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.